everybody, I hope you really enjoyed our last art activity last week, drawing a wild thing. Now this week, as the theme is spring, and I've just listened to the fantastic story, The Extraordinary Gardener, I thought we could have a go at drawing some plants and some flowers. Now these have all been taken from my garden. I've just trimmed a few off to show you the different sort of shapes and colours. Please don't be tempted to pick or cut flowers from anybody else's garden. If you have flowers in your own garden, ask a grown-up if that's okay to do that. Or maybe if it's safe to do so, you could go out and really quickly sketch some of the plants in your garden, as long as you're 2 metres away from other people and you're sticking to those guidelines. If you don't have any access to plants or flowers, please don't worry. At the end of the video, there will be like a slideshow of images. You can choose a flower or plant to draw and just pause the video and use that to look really carefully. So, as I've said, we're going to be doing observational drawing, and it's all about looking. Now, as you can see, I could do a really quick, bog standard picture and think, yeah, I can draw a flower, just a circle in the middle, you do the petals coming out, a stem and some leaves, and that's okay, but actually it doesn't really look specifically like any of these ones here. So observational drawing is when you look really closely, you really study the thing that you're drawing, and you're actually supposed to look more at the object than at your paper, and I find that quite tricky, so that's something I'm going to have a go at as well. So we're going to start off by drawing a simple daffodil and looking really carefully at the different shapes and the petals. Now I'm just going to adjust the camera so that hopefully you can see the page really clearly. Right, let's have a go. Right, so this was my really basic sort of generic flower doodle that I did before. So now, by really looking, I'm going to see if I can improve on that to have a go at drawing a much more detailed daffodil. Okay, so I'm going to start off by doing the circular bit here. I'm pressing on a little bit darker than I usually would, just so the camera can pick it up. And then I've got the sort of trumpet bit that comes back. Like that. And then the petals. So and they go out into a point. This one. I'm just going to try and sort of quickly sketch on the shape of the petals just to get a rough idea, and then I can fill in any extra detail afterwards. There we go. So I've got the petals, got this middle bit, and then I can start to add a little bit more detail. So as you can see, this bit here, I've just drawn a circle to get the rough shape, but if you look, it's really jaggedy. It's not smooth, so I'm going to add on that sort of frilly edge, and I'm keeping looking at the flower as much as I can. And again, you guys take your time. I'm just doing it as quickly as I can to show you, and I also have a boisterous toddler on the stairs. Right, and then there are lines coming in to the centre from those frilly bits. Then I'm going to do like sort of a curved line just in there, so that will be that inside line there, and then I can just see pollen. Just that bit there. I'm starting to get a bit more of a feel for the shape now. This bit comes back. Right, and I can have a bit of a play around with the petals. So coming up, and this one folds over that way like that. So bending backwards and a little flick at the end. This one's quite wide. It comes up. So can you see already the difference between those two? This one from really looking carefully and closely and doing those sort of basic shapes to start with and then building up from that. Whereas that one was just something like, in my head, generic flower, but actually it doesn't look like any of those that we've got out. So then I could start adding on the lines. Can you see? I don't know if you'll be able to pick those up on the camera, but I will be adding the photos at the end of the video for you to look at. And there are some really detailed pictures of daffodils on there, so you can have a much closer look. And you can use the pen or pencil or paints or colours, whatever you have, whatever you're using. You can use it to add a bit of shading. Makes it seem a bit more three-dimensional. And then the stem, where I'm looking at it, comes straight down from there. It's all about really looking, having a go. If it doesn't go quite well to plan, either have another go somewhere else on the page or just keep going over it and using darker lines when you press on so you can see the new shape that you've created. And it's really important to try and get the proportions right. I think I've done my petals on this one a little bit too big, because actually when I look at it, this bit's a bit bigger, so if I was to do it again, I'd do that bit bigger and do the petals a little bit smaller. I did have, these are some other attempts that I've had a go at. That was it from a different sort of angle. And then this one that I've done here was an attempt that I did at this camellia. I don't know if you can see, but I found that really tricky. The middle bit of that, I found it really difficult to get that sort of 3D element of it, so it kind of looks a little bit scribbly, but I like to think that out of the flowers that we have, you'd be able to tell which one it was. So just have a go, keep looking. Grown-ups get involved as well. It'd be lovely to see your creations and older siblings. I also wanted to show you some recent work that David Hockney has released. Now, David Hockney, some of you might know who he is. He's a local artist. He was born in Saltaire, and I know that you may have been there on a school trip. And if not, maybe when all this is over, you might be able to go. It's a lovely place to visit, and there's a big gallery there with lots of his work in, which is really fantastic. So he's currently in lockdown in Normandy, so this is him in his garden. So like everybody else, he's not able to go out. So whilst he is outside, he has been doing observational drawings of his home in Normandy. But he's also been using his iPad to create images of plants and trees. So there you can see some daffodils again, trees with the blossom and the leaves just starting to grow. That one's another blossom tree, and if you look, you can see the buds are just starting to open up, those early signs of spring. A pot plant, And the title of this work that he's just released is called Do Remember They Can't Cancel the Spring. And I thought that was a really lovely note to finish on. Just although we're going through quite difficult times at the moment, I hope that when you're looking outside and enjoying the nature, that you see little moments of hope and that they bring you joy. And I hope that you are able to have a nice relaxing time with your family, maybe having a go at doing your own observational drawings of plants and flowers. Okay everybody, well take care and stay safe. Miss you all. Bye. Mm-hmm.